Yeah, it just kind of gets bouncy over there and just step down.
How does this change the course of this week? And obviously, track position here seems important. Does that impact the general approach for Sunday's race?
Well, I mean, I think you can go for stage points from 40th. So, I mean, the silver lining may be that you can short stages and get your track position that way to be up front for the race. When you go for stage points, you're restarting like 26 or worse every time. So, you know, yeah, I mean, I think that would be slow.
You and Jeff Gordon were standing there and you weren't really saying too much to each other. The guys were hustling on the car. How frustrating is it, and how as a driver do you have to just say, you know, hey, I can't let my mind wrap around that?
Yeah, I mean, it's only been, I don't know, 30 minutes or so since then, so I think it's still okay to be pissed off at yourself, but come tomorrow, I'm hopefully be fine and not try to forget about it before the race.
What's Cliff's role in this now, both in making sure that the team gets the car ready to go for you, but also keeping you ready to go for Sunday?
Well, we haven't been in this position yet. At least in the next year. I don't even know for 2021 if we ever crash in practice. But, you know, I mean, he's an extremely good leader. It's nice that you're at home. You can go to the shop and get things prepared a little bit better than you probably can at the racetrack, I'm assuming. So, you know, that's good, I guess, to get through a backup car. But it still sucks, you know, I mean, it's a Saturday at home. Yeah, I wish they could get to spend that day and night with their families, but they'll be working.
One of the things about
this team is you guys are pretty resilient. You go back to this race 2 years ago, you guys have overcome a lot. Is that kind of thing to fall back on and saying, listen, we know we can overcome this?
Yeah, we've overcome a lot this year alone, so just add something else to overcome. And but yeah, I mean, I know that we have a team capable of getting through it and advancing. So yeah, that's good. Obviously, you just never want to put yourself or your team in a tough situation. But when you are, you just gotta dig down and execute the rest of the way, like you should.
You mentioned that it only happened about 30 minutes ago, and so it's easy to be a little pissed off still. But how good are you at kind of putting things behind you come tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. So, yeah, I'm sure to be, it'll weigh on you for a little while. But I think, once we come time to strap in, you obviously have to, wipe your mind clean. So, yeah, and then just try not to make any more mistakes, really, the rest of the weekend. It's the goal.
How fair is it to be pissed off at yourself, And the reason is because engineers say, well, I told them to push it, go farther, push it to the edge. You guys it's your job to push it, so what happens? How hard can you be on yourself?
I think you can always be hard on yourself, for sure. So, I don't know, I mean, it wasn't the fastest in practice, so yeah, I'm trying to push to get a little bit better and made a mistake.
What's going to be a challenge coming from the back, or does it make your strategy pretty easy for tomorrow?
Well, yeah, I think it makes it a little bit more straightforward. So yeah, I think it'll be really hard to pass, so we'll not be able to get stage points, and then, at least we'll hopefully inch our way forward and be towards the front come stage 3 to get a good points day that way. So, yeah, I mean, but you never know. I mean, there could be some cautions that happen in the middle of a stage that could shake things up, and you may be able to still get stage points, but just don't really know until the race plays out.
What was the general conversation like between yourself, Jeff Gordon, Checkenhouse, Jeff Andrews, just debriefing after the incident?
I haven't really talked to them yet.
It didn't look like anybody was saying too much. Everybody was just watching.
Yeah.
Do you hate this place? I mean, after what happened here last year and now this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really like the oval, so I don't know. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's a tough place, and it's, it's been, I don't know, I just have had some mistakes here, I guess, but, it's still a fun place. I enjoy coming to it.
Did it just snap on you?
Yeah, and then I overcorrected.
I apologize, but can you explain to me what happened?
Yeah, I just got loose entering turn 8 and overcorrected and plugged the right front of the wall.
I asked Denny yesterday because it was first time we had, or a couple days ago, when the first time we had a chance to talk to him after the schedule came out, and I said, would you advocate for putting Homestead back at the end of the race? He said, at the end of the schedule, and he said no, because Larson would win every championship. Do you have that level of confidence going into that track that your competitors think you have?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously really confident when I go there, based off of the speed and all that I've had each time we've gone. So, but I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me if we're at Phoenix or Homestead. It's just another race. I mean, obviously, I would feel more confident, I guess, if we went to Homestead. But I've only got 2 career wins at Homestead in all the races that I ran there. So people still find a way to beat me.
Have you had much time to think about Thursday yet?
Not really.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you have any idea like how exciting it will be for you, or do you think it'll be more kind of like workmanlike for you?
I don't really know. I don't know. I haven't. It's hard to like think about it when you're in the middle of playoffs. If it was in the middle of regular season, I think I would probably have more thought about it, or have been anticipating it for a while. But it's come quickly because I haven't really thought about it. So I still, like, even if today was to go smooth, I probably wouldn't even be thinking about it. I probably wouldn't even think about it until Monday afternoon. So I'm sure that'll be the same.
Are you surprised how much damage you had on that? I mean,
No, I hit the wall pretty head on.
You did?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
NASCAR made the move to put the restart zone into the chicane for this year, especially now that you're coming from the back. How do you think that'll affect the racing?
I don't know. I think your gap to the leader will be larger, just because they'll just be able to stretch out a little bit quicker, where the restart zone is. But I don't know. We'll watch the Xfinity race today and see kind of how it goes, and then decide which lanes are best.
What were your takeaways from the competition meeting this morning with drivers and NASCAR?
I don't know. I'm not really into technology, so it kind of blows over my head. So I wasn't paying too much attention.
Is there anything coming to your understanding, I guess, on the short track side to make that better? There's the test coming up at Phoenix. Is there something, I guess, maybe beyond horsepower you want to see?
Again, I don't really know much about technology, and I see their graphs and stuff, but
over your head?
Over my head, and I'm doing the test in Phoenix, so at least I'll get to experience it.
About the 2024 schedule, they added Atlanta and Watkins Glen into the playoffs, so now it really creates another wild card round. What's your thoughts on that?
It's whatever.
Can we change up here a little bit? Talk about your thoughts on how the high limit season went, especially going into the World Finals at the end of the year. Anything you can let us in on for next year?
I mean, the series has gone good this year. We've learned a lot for sure, and we've had a lot of teams, had a lot of fans, so that's all gone well. I think it's all gone better than we thought it would. Obviously we talk about stuff you'll maybe doing for next year, but still just trying to work through a lot of things. So we're still not really even close to anything, but at least we know what we have is successful and easy to operate, and you'll continue to do that if you wanted to.
As high limit moves into 2024, I know it's hard to find a track around here where sprint cars can really be successful at, but if you had to pick a track in this region, where do you think you guys can go to?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think you got to look at the safety side of things. I think a lot of the tracks out here for sprint cars would need some improvements with catch features and stuff. So I really don't know. And I haven't raced in too many of them either. So volunteer would be great, but I would hate to flip over the wall in 3 and 4 and fall 80 feet to the ground. So I think there's a lot to look at, but there is a lot of good tracks for sure in the southeast, but there's really not a lot of sprint car fans either.
Thank you. Can I ask an uneducated question?
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.